Coming up, Beachbody prize money goes to a bigger cause. The story of a $1 million body game winner's personal struggle.
It affected my lungs, it affected my kidneys, my liver, and my spleen.
And how he's giving back. Plus, a shortage of Pacific salmon leads to alternative ways to get your omega-3s. That's all heading your way right now on Beachbody Network News. Hello and welcome to BNN. We have an important report today about the shortage of salmon being fished in the Pacific. We'll talk about what this means for you and your nutrition, specifically when it comes to your body's omega-3 needs. But first, we turn our attention to the heartwarming story of Scott Schreiber. Scott is a Beachbody member who was recently awarded one of our monthly $1,000 prizes. Not only is the story of why he won amazing, but also what he did with the winnings. An entire cabinet in Scott and Sue Schreiber's kitchen is dedicated to medicine. He takes about 20 different pills every day to deal with how lupus is attacking his organs.
In my case, what it did is it affected my lungs, it affected my kidneys, my liver, and my spleen.
Poor health contributed to an 80-pound weight gain, but Scott refused to give in, even in spite of a doctor's discouraging prediction.
He told me that when I reached 50 years old, based on the spinal problems I had, that I'd be in a wheelchair. And I told him I'd stop in and see him after I turned 50 and I'd be walking on my own.
And now, over 50, with a regular Power 90 exercise regimen and new eating habits, Scott has taken off the weight and feels healthy again. He says, best of all, he didn't have to do it alone.
One of the things I love about the program is that you get great support. I've got an incredible coach. I started this process with my wife, who has been very supportive, and a family that's been very supportive. But now I have outside people too that not only are supportive but have knowledge that they can impart as well.
Scott won $1,000 in the $1 Million Body Game for his story of success and donated the money to the Lupus Foundation.
This is just a huge, wonderful thing to see Scott successfully manage his disease for himself and his life and his health and make it better.
And while Scott continues his healthy habits, he stresses that what really makes everything better is starting with the right frame of mind.
I think attitude is everything. If you don't have a good attitude, you're going to pay for it. And anybody who ever asks me how I'm doing, I say any day I can get out of bed is a great day. And I think you have to start with the attitude. I think that builds everything. If you don't have a good attitude, nothing else works.
For more information on lupus, go to the Lupus Foundation's website at www.lupus.org. Now let's turn to Dar for a report on the decreasing supply of Pacific salmon. Dar?
Thanks, Christy. Now, as many of you know, salmon is one of the best foods you can eat to get your omega-3 fatty acids. But news that Pacific salmon may be on the short supply this year brings up an important question. How else can you get this essential nutrient? Well, we have an answer.
If wild salmon is a regular part of your diet, you may have to fish for another dish. According to recommendations made by the Pacific Fishery Management Council, wild salmon caught along the west coast will be drastically reduced this year due to an unexpected decline in salmon populations. The council recently adopted a complete closure of commercial and sport Chinook salmon fisheries off the coast of California and much of Oregon, and has limited the number of coho salmon to just 9,000. Salmon fisheries in California and Oregon typically have been large, averaging over 800,000 catches a year. But with this sudden population decline, the council is taking drastic measures in an effort to protect the remaining fish. Every year, the Pacific Fishery Management Council develops recommendations for management of the ocean fisheries. The recommendations are then implemented by the National Marine Fisheries Service. Those who rely on wild salmon for its health benefits, namely its rich omega-3 fatty acids, will have to seek alternative options. And a good choice is to take a daily supplement, like Beachbody's Core Omega-3 formula. Omega-3 fatty acids are critical for optimal heart, brain, and joint health.
For more information on Beachbody's Core Omega-3 supplement, check out the Shop for Products link at teambeachbody.com.
Thanks, Dar. That's great information. Now we'd like to get some information from you. Tell us what's happening in your community. Are you helping kids like Beachbody coaches Robert and Melissa Hudgens, or volunteering at a local rec center? We want to know. Shoot it, send it, and then see it here. The video should go to BNN Attention Beachbody, 8383 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1050, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Or email us at bnn@beachbody.com. We're waiting to hear from you. If you've missed a BNN segment, click on the Story Archive link below. Or now BNN is available on iTunes. Go to the iTunes website and type Beachbody in the search box. Then click on See All for past BNN shows. Coming up on Friday's BNN webcast, we've got more health news, this time about the importance of sleep, especially for women. We'll share some interesting facts just released from Duke University. Plus, Tony Horton checks in to share some secrets on how to keep your new workout routine pumping. We hope you'll join us for the next edition of Beachbody Network News. Now, you can go back to your workout. We'll see you next time.